Zane, you look really amazing as always. That is Madame Harriet telling Mr. Zane. You know, Madame Harriet came to see the design which Zane has designed for her client. Then Madame Harriet came in the office. They started having a chat. While having a chat, then that is how Madame Harriet told Mr. Zane that you really look amazing as always. Hey, you people, where we are heading, I'm going to tell you that these two people, they are going to fall in love. They are going to fall into love. Just to know that when Zane gave Madame Harriet the designs, then Madame Harriet picked the 5 designs, and then Zane said that should you first contact your clients? Then Madame Harriet was like, no, my clients, they trust me. There is no need to first contact them. Just go with the procedure, and then you do my designs, and then I take it to my customers. But the way Zane feels happy when she is talking with Madame Harriet, I'm going to tell you that anytime from now, these two are going to start connecting, because me, I can see love between those two, even though Zane is engaged, but I don't see any love between Zane and Jesse. Zane, he started loving this woman because of her ways, because every time, not even every time, the reason why Zane started loving this woman, or why he's admiring this woman, is because this woman doesn't show off on social media at all. Because Zane asked Madame Harriet that how long have you been when you were a designer? Then she was like 5 years when I am a designer, but I was an accountant. I worked for 3 years. Then I wanted to start my own. Then that is how I started to design. Now I have spent 5 years while I'm designer. Then Zane was impressed seeing someone when he has spent 5 years on while she is a designer, yet she has never posted anything, any pic of her work on social media. That thing impressed Zane, and then Madame Harriet was like, I haven't taken anything, I haven't eaten lunch, can we eat something, can we eat lunch? Then Zane was like, also me, I haven't eaten anything, sir, but let me call my PA so that he can get for us something to then so that he can get something to eat, because even me, I haven't eaten lunch since morning. I haven't even take breakfast. I have been so busy the whole day. Then Zane was like, all right, let me call my PA then so that he can get for us something to eat. And then Zane called his PA Alexei so that he can bring for them some lunch. Welcome to Trending TV series, and my name is Sharon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, my dear, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, put a bell. Whenever I put a video, you'll be the first to get notification. And we are on the series called what we do for the money, found on Mr. Harriet channel, and here we do reviews and recaps. And I thank all my returning subscribers. You guys, you are really amazing. Thanks for the support. I really do appreciate. And tell me where you are watching from, so that I can send greetings to you in my next video. I send greetings to people from Nigeria, people from Tobago, people from Bahamas, people from Ghana, people from Jamaica, people from USA, people from America, people from Bahamas. I send greetings to you all. People from Sierra Leone, people from Zimbabwe, people from Uganda, people from Kenya, people from Caribbean, Dominic, I send greetings to you. People from Nairobi, people from Kingston, Jamaica, people from Switzerland, people from Tobago, people from Zambia, Livingston, I send greetings to you all. And if we go back to these two Zane and Madame Harriet. When Zane has told his PA to bring the lunch for them, they started eating. They started enjoying their lunch, Zane and Madame Harriet. Then they started having conversation. They started talking, and then Zane was like, you know what? I'm engaged. I'm engaged, but things are not going well. Then Madame Harriet was like, no, don't start that you are engaged and things are not going well. That is how men, they usually say that I'm engaged, or I have someone, but things are not going well. Yet you are really lying. And then Zane was like, no, I'm not lying. The thing is that even I moved out for some days so that I can relax my mind, so that I can think what I'm going to do next day. Then Madame Harriet was so impressed. Oh, that's so bad, but let me pray for you so that everything can get well, because every couple, they have some misunderstanding. But according to Zane, for me, what I can say, Zane is not ready to go back to Jesse. That is the fact. You know, sometimes men, they usually they can do something, yet they were not ready for that because of the pressure some ladies, they put on them. You know, sometimes we put some pressure on men, like, when will you marry me, when will you propose to me? Sometimes that man does that thing, but without it from the bottom of his heart. So women, let us stop putting men on pressure. While this assistant was, when the phone of Jesse rang, the assistant came to pick it, and then Jesse came and bragged the phone from the assistant. Then this woman just started talking to the person who has called. But what I know, this woman is very rude on this personal assistant of hers. She is very rude on her, because she could have told her that, can you please give me my phone, but without even bragging the phone from her. Because what I know, if someone is your assistant, she is free to hear each and everything and come and tell you that, boss, someone has called and has told you this and this, but for you just came and bragged the phone from the assistant. That was not good at all. Then Jesse picked the phone. Guess what? Who has called Jesse? The other person who wants to give them the endorsement deal. Then he was like, you know what? We still want to work with you, and we are going to give you 30 million. Remember that they want a soul brand, which is Jesse and Zane. Then Jesse was like, you know what? I'm still really trying, but my husband doesn't want to do this. But when Jesse when the guy talked about the money they are going to give them, she was very impressed and said, 30 million? That is too much. That's a lot of money. All right, I'm going to try to convince my husband. I'm going to try to talk to him so that he can accept, and we come and we do that deal. That's a lot of money. You know, this woman, in life we want money, but first see that, does my husband want this or no? Don't insist doing that. If your man doesn't want to do that, my dear, just leave it. Another thing will come, because you are going to lose your marriage, or you are going to lose your man because of money. You know, all right, in life we all want money, but when your partner doesn't want that, just leave it. While she was talking on the phone, then the assistant was hearing, the PA was hearing, and we all know that this PA came in the house with a mission. She is spying. We know she is spying. on her boss. She was listening to all the conversation Jesse was talking on the phone that I'm trying to convince my husband, but Zane doesn't want to do that, but give me some time so that I can convince Zane so that he can accept. Remember, this woman is hearing each and everything. Remember, she came here, someone sent her to spy on Jesse. That is why I told you, you have to be very, very careful on the people you choose. Sometimes you may chase that person who was good on you, and then you bring someone who is going to spy on you, who is going to expose you, and you might regret why I did this. This is the reason, because we remember when Zane told Jesse that why did you chase the other assistant, and then Jesse was like, I was tired of her, and now I'm going to hire another person. Zane was not happy, but this woman, she will regret why she hired this woman, because this woman, all the who is here is on the mission. After talking to the phone, after telling the other person that I will try to convince my husband, my fiance, so that we can do the deal. Then she came to the room. She started thinking. She touched her cheeks, thinking, what my husband is doing now? What happened to Zane? What everything is not going well. But without thinking, what should I do? I send greetings to Pastor Anna from Sierra Leone, Sharon from Uganda, Zlaika from Uganda but working in Iraq. I send greetings to you. People from Zambia stroke Livingstone, I send greetings to Kaira Emmanuel from Zambia. I send greetings to you. Jonathan Makawa from Malawi. People from Gabon, Rose from Jamaica, I send greetings to you. People from the natural island of the Caribbean, Dominic. People from Bahamas, Highlands, people from Guyana, South America, Maria from Jamaica, Cindy from Jamaica, people from St. Thomas, US, Kaira Emmanuel, people from Zimbabwe, people from Sierra Leone, people from Korea, people from Turkey and Carias. I send greetings to you guys. Thanks for your amazing support. People from Tobago, people from Switzerland, people from Johannesburg, Soweto, Jacksonville from Florida, Tonya from Apovira, Joy from America, Joanne from Jamaica, Mava from Jamaica, Priscilla from Zealand, people from Saint River, people from NG, Gloria from Canada, people from Oman. I send greetings to you. People from Johannesburg, Rosamond Daniels from Guyana, people from Sierra Leone, people from Cyrus, Rosamond Daniels. I send greetings to you. People from Kingston, Jamaica, William from Bahamas, people from Connecticut, USA, Irene from USA, Charis from Nairobi, Kenya. I send greetings to you. Peterson from Canada, Agatha Lawrence from New Jersey in the US, Tina from Nigeria, Miriam Gordon from Jamaica, Tonya from USA, and people from Trinidad, the people from Baltimore, and people from Jamaica. Thanks guys for your amazing support, and I really do appreciate it. And if we go back to Zane, when Zane was here, he received a phone call from Jesse. Then he was like, I didn't expect your call. I was not expecting you. Then even this woman, she did not even bother. Babe, how are you? How have you been? I missed you. What? Are you okay? And now can you like to talk like partners? Baby, when are you coming home? I really miss you. I miss the way you were touching to me when I'm going to eat food. I really miss you. Please babe, come home. She did not even bother to tell him. When she called for her, she came into to the straight why she called to the phone that someone, the other people called us and they are giving us 30 million. Can you please come and we do that deal because we want money. We want money for our wedding. Can you imagine? We want money for our wedding. Remember, these people now, they are not in right senses, or they are not in good condition as partners. But the woman couldn't bother to find a way how we can solve this, so that he can beg his man to go back to the house. She did not even bother, but for her, she was after money. And Zane was like, this is the reasons why I left the home. These are the reasons you couldn't even ask me, babe, how are you? Baby, how have you been all along? I really missed you. How have you eaten? Do you eat? What? You did not even bother. For you came telling me those stupid things. I told you that I'm not going to do that. Just put that in your head, and this is the reasons why I hate you. This is the reasons why I left home. If Zane wanted to spend like 5 days, according to this woman, even who she did not even care that how is my fiance doing? How is my fiance feeling? Does my fiance miss me? She didn't even bother about that. For her, what she is after money. She is planning the wedding, even when the guy doesn't want a wedding anymore. Even the guy already wants peace, but for her, she is now starting to think about the wedding. Even then, Zane told the woman that I have just engaged to you, and now you are talking about the wedding. And then she was like, now if you have engaged to me, that means you are going to marry me. We need to get money for our wedding, because our wedding has to we are going to spend a lot. That is why we need this 30 million, because on our wedding we are going to spend a lot. And who has told you that if someone has proposed to you or engaged to you, that he's going to marry you very soon? There are some people, even they engage and they can even spend like 5 years, 6 years without getting married. What I know Jesse could have done, when she called the man, she even couldn't talk about that deal. She could have told Zane that, baby, I really miss you. Where are you? Can I come and I see you? I miss the way you are talking to me. Baby, I really love you, my man. Okay, if I did something bad to you, I'm really sorry, but please come back home. Should I come and I pick you, baby? Because I miss you. I cannot feel well when you are not around. The house is really missing you, and if I did something bad, I'm really sorry. But she couldn't even say about that. And if we go to Zane and the friend, the Jesse, they were talking on the phone, and Zane was like, oh wow, thank you for the amazing lunch we had, thank you for the time we had, but I wish we can do that sometime. And the woman was like, all right, but when do you want to do that? Okay. Then Zane was like, I could want to invite you for supper. Then the woman was like, when do you want me to come to the supper? And then Zane told the woman that I want you to come tomorrow evening, and you are going to come at my friend's place. I'm going to cook. Wow! Remember, now these two are starting to connect, because the way they were communicating on the phone, the way they were talking, my dear, trust me, anytime from now, just could know that the engagement or the proposal is going to be cancelled. And then when Zane was still talking to that woman, then his friend came. I saw the way Zane was happy on the phone, and then he asked, who was that we are talking on the phone? Can you please tell me? And then he was like, this is my client. I was talking to the client. And then his friend was like, your client? Then can you invite her? invite her to the dinner. And then Zane was like, you phoned me talking about that, I'm going to invite her to the dinner, I'm going to cook. Then his friend was like, you can invite her here to our home. And then the friend asked Zane, have you talked to Jesse? And Zane was like, yeah, I talked to that Jesse. When are you planning to go home? Oh. Then Zane doesn't want now to know about the things between Jesse and him. Zane doesn't want to know that. Zane now wants a new life. Zane wants peaceful. And then his friend was like, all right, but do you know that my girlfriend, old Jessie, was talking about the wedding? Can you imagine it? Even when she called me, she did not ask me about how I was feeling. And this is my some of the things we as ladies we should do. Once you get misunderstanding, you and your partner, once you call her, ask him, or even you a man, ask her, babe, how have you been? Are you okay? I really missed you. Then apologize, even though you did not do something bad to him or to her. Apologize so that you can come back to each other. But when you still give your man space or your wife space, my dear, they might take her